Hey guys, Ian here. Now we're going to be talking a bit about multiplying out brackets. This is very important fundamental stuff. You're going to see this a lot through your time doing mathematics, particularly if you're going to go into any calculus or any of that cool stuff. Now, in its most basic form, you're going to have something like this, where you have a number a multiplied by an expression in brackets. It's going to be something like x plus b, x plus b, where x is a variable, b and a are both numbers. And so to multiply out this expression, you times everything inside the brackets by the a, so it's going to be a times by x and plus a times by b. Oops, a times by b. There we go. Now you may wonder why that would equal that. Why multiplying a number by some brackets would give you this expression here. Think of it in terms of, you can think of angle, for example. We know, for example, the area of a rectangle is its base times by its height.
So, if you draw a rectangle, so if I draw a rectangle, like so, we can let its height be a, the height be the number a as it was in the last expression we had, so its height is going to be a, and across the bottom the base can be x plus b, so we get something like that, x plus b. Now the area of this rectangle is going to be a times by x plus b, which is exactly the expression we just had before. So a times by x plus b in brackets. And now, because this is x plus b across the base, you can the length here can be split into two bits, where you have one bit x and b, because this length is x plus b. So if you let, for example, this part of x plus b be x across here, and then this bit can be b, so we divided that line into two parts, x and b, and then you divide the rectangle accordingly, so you have a straight line down there, an apparently straight line. Just pretend that line's straight. Then you've now divided it into two rectangles, where you have this one here is ax, because it's the base times its height, so the base times the height is going to be ax, and this one here, then base times the height is going to be a times b, so it's going to be ab, and then the area of the full one is going to be ax plus ab, which is exactly what we got by multiplying out the brackets earlier, where you multiplied a by the x and you added it to the a times b. So that's exactly the same expression. So it gives you a nice sort of geometric understanding of where it comes from. If you look at one or two examples of multiplying out brackets, you'll have a simple one. For example, you'll have something like this, 2, and you'll have x plus 3. So you're multiplying x plus 3 by 2. So first you'll multiply the 2 by the x, which gives you 2x, 2 times x, and then you'll have 2 times by 3, it's going to give you 6, so you're going to have plus 6. So you've multiplied the 2 by the x there, gives you 2x, and you multiplied the 2 by the 3, which is giving you 6, so 2x plus 6. Trickier ones may have like minus signs and stuff in them, so you'll have one which has I don't know, maybe 7 times by x minus 2. So same procedure. You multiply the 7 by the x, which gives you 7x, and you multiply 7 by minus 2 this time. So because 7 is positive, minus 2 is negative, it's going to be minus 14.
So that gives you the solution there, minus 14, 7x minus 14. The number outside the bracket can have minus as well, so for example minus 3x plus 6. You're multiplying everything inside the bracket this time by a negative number, so it's going to be minus 3 times by x is going to be minus 3x, and then minus 3 times by 6 is going to be minus 18. So that's just because the minus sign, so you've just multiplied everything by the minus. Sometimes you'll see you might have another term outside of the expression. So you might have 4 multiplied by x plus 10 on here minus x. Now it's important to remember the minus x is separate from the brackets, so you multiply out the brackets first before you do anything to this. You just leave that sitting there, so it would be start with. So you multiply out the brackets, so it would be 4 times by x, which is going to be 4x. Then you're going to have 4 times by 10, which is going to be 40. So plus 40, and then you have this minus x here. So you can simplify now by collecting your x's together. So you have 4x minus x, which is going to be minus 3x, is going to be 3x. 3x plus 40. So you've just multiplied it out your brackets as you would have done, and then you've simplified the expression using the term outside the bracket. Another example of this, which always trips people up, is if you have, for example, if you have a number, for example 1, so you have 1 minus 2x plus 11, or something like that. A lot of people will combine the 1, they'll take away 2 from the 1 before they multiply out the brackets. Now that's wrong, because it's not part of the same term, this 1, so what you do first is you always multiply out the brackets, and then any loose terms like this 1 you then simplify with. So you'll have this going to equal 1, and then you're going to multiply the minus 2 by the x, so it's going to be minus 2x. Multiply the minus 2 by the 11, so it's going to be minus 22. So you then have minus 2x, and then you have this 1 and this minus 22, which you're going to combine together to get. So you're going to have 1 minus 22, so it's going to give you minus 21. Minus 21. So you get minus 2x minus 21. On occasion you'll also see really disgusting looking monstrous ones, where you have several terms and more than one bracket. So you might have I don't know, minus x plus 7x plus 11 or something, minus 6 times by x plus 4 minus 3 or something. Now, as within the last question, you multiply out the brackets first, so you'll keep these loose terms until afterwards. So you'll have minus x, and then you multiply out this bracket, so it's going to be 7 times by x, it's going to be 7x, and then it's going to be 7 times by 11, going to give you 77. And then here, multiply out these brackets, you're going to have minus 6 times by x is going to give you minus 6x. And then you're going to have minus 6 times by 4, minus 24. And then there's minus 3 here. Now what you do is you collect the terms together, so you collect all the x's together. Now you have minus x, you have minus 6x here, and you have 7x here. So that's going to be minus 7x, and that's going to be 7x, so they're going to equal 0. So it's going to be 0x, which is just 0. So 0 plus, we have 77. These two, we have minus 24 minus 3 is going to give you
minus 27. So you're going to have 77 minus 27 is going to give you 50. It's going to give you plus 50. So obviously 0 plus 50 is 50, which equals 50. Oops, 56. So this, just by expanding the brackets and simplifying, this big expression here has reduced to just being 50. And that's the sort of reason why expanding out brackets is really important, because you'd obviously rather write 50 than write that entire thing. Right, cool. I'm available for Skype lessons, if Skype tutoring or anything if you're interested, and you probably think I can help you with. My email address should be in the description box below, so just give me an email. So until next time, be cool.